Hello there, my name's Gail and I'm really pleased to be the tutor from the Study Store that will be leading you through this video tutorial today. Right, shall we make a start? The first thing that you'll need to do is find a piece of fabric that's around an A4 size or a little larger. I'm using a piece from our online dyeing course that's been dyed a variety of shades of blue and green. Fold it in half and then in half again and carefully mark off in the centre 3 centimetres by 4.5 centimetres and cut out just on the line so that you form a hole right in the centre of the fabric. When you've removed the spare fabric from the hole, it should measure around 6 by 9 centimetres. The next thing that you'll need to do is open it back out and put the hole right into the centre of an embroidery hoop. I'm using a spring tension one here, but you could easily use an ordinary embroidery hoop the wrong way up so that the flat side is on the bottom of your machine. Next, use a matching colour to your ground fabric and zigzag all the way around the outside of the hole to make sure it won't fray. You'll now need to put a darning foot onto your machine and the dark brown thread in the top and also in the bobbin. You'll be using straight stitch. Just take a couple of stitches in place to secure it and then gradually and gently walk your machine right the way across the hole until you reach the other side. Take a stitch or two in place and then gradually do exactly the same on the way back. Just walk the machine gently right across the hole and you can see you've formed a line of stitching. Once you've done this, you can continue to go on and form lots of different lines of stitching. And as you can see from the video, we're gradually going to build them into the shape of a tree. We're going to have a large central trunk made up of many lines of straight stitching and then branches coming off it. Once you've built up many of these straight stitch lines, you can go on to filling them in with a zigzag stitch. You need to go over your straight stitch lines with the zigzag and you'll find that the zigzag stitch will automatically draw in your straight stitch lines. Just keep machining zigzag over and over them until you end up with really solid branches and a trunk. This is how it should look when it's completed, really quite a solid shape. Next we'll put the foliage on. And the foliage is this chunky yarn that I picked up from an oddments box in a wool shop. You'll need to use a wooden stick, like a kebab stick or a cocktail stick, to poke the yarn into place. You can attach it around the outside of your tree so it looks like foliage. You can use either a straight or a zigzag stitch, whichever you feel most comfortable with. Make sure that you keep your fingers well away from the needle. That's why you're using the wooden stick. If your machine does touch this and it breaks, then it won't damage either you or the machine. Once you've done that, you're all completed and you can simply mount it up onto a piece of complementary card or fabric. And that's us completed. I really hope that you've enjoyed this video.